Yo, what is up, guys? It's Mr. Lord Zeller here, back with another Stamplar build video. Just gonna kind of go over what I've been running this patch. I've been getting lots of questions. People coming to stream chat like, "Hey, what are you running this patch? Can't use your last build that you uploaded because of Cyrodiil." I renamed that video and put in a title where it's like only for BGs and Cyrodiil for now. So you know, the Clever Ock build. Can't use that in Cyrodiil right now. So we are stuck with max stat sets that are up 100% of the time. No procs, no conditions, nothing like that. So this is just a full weapon damage build that I've been running, and I love it. It's been a blast. It's a little different, but I love it with the CP changes. So let's get right into the stats. I'm not even going to go over unbuffed anymore because you should be buffed when you are in Cyrodiil. Now to go over the race, of course, I already said it, but we are still a Nord. Even with the changes, you can go Wood Elf. I don't think Wood Elf is honestly a bad choice. You can go Orc, wherever you want, man. Wherever you want, honestly, as long as it gives some sort of stam bonuses. I am running the Serpent still. We need that stamina recovery versus the pure weapon damage. You don't want to try to go offense on somebody and just not have enough regen to keep that pressure up. We are an ESO Plus members, so we do. I'm just kidding. And we're using Bewitched Sugar Skulls. No more Artaeum. We use a lot of Magicka in this setup, even with tripods. We go through our magic like crazy. So I do recommend Sugar Skulls. If you do want more regen without sacrificing weapon damage, you could go Artaeum or Dubious recovery food. If I missed anything here, no, we look good. I'm not going to stand in my rune until later. So, regular stats. I'm going to go over the attributes first. We have a fuck ton of Magicka. Sorry, a lot of Magicka. So we obviously don't need anything there. We have 11 points into health and 53 into stamina. I feel like this is a good pull. I'm used to PvPing with a little bit of less maximum stam than this. But it's been solid. I like it. It's okay so far. I like it. It's doable. So our max Magicka is a high 19,000. Our max HP is a high 29k. If you want more damage, just take points out of health. Put it into stamina. You'll have like 28k-ish. 27k-ish HP. 31k maximum stamina. So we are at, you know, just a regular Magicka regen. But we have 958 HP recovery. And 1526 stamina recovery. This might be a little low for you guys. So I do recommend maybe using recovery food at the expense of losing some max HP and some max Magicka. It'd be okay. You still get some pretty good regen. Our weapon damage is 6,200 right off the back. This is not including continuous. This does not include minor brutality. Our crit is 39% when buffed. On the back bar, it's still 39%. but heaps of weapon damage. Physical pen is a little low, but we are using Pierce Armor to make up for that, so it's 4.6k plus almost a 9k. We're still Nord, guys. Our resistances are still kind of low. But on the front bar with our buff down, it's 2300 spell and 2000 physical. Crit resist has dropped down to 2200 with the crit nerf. I feel like just going all in pen is still good. I feel like we don't need that CP anymore. I've been doing okay in Cyrodiil. If there's an easier way for me to get critical resistance, then yes, I would go just a little bit more, because crit builds are really good right now, in my opinion, even with the crit nerfs. Okay, so let's look at backbar real quick. Weapon damage just dropped a little bit, but of course, because it's not our DPS bar. Spell resistance goes up to 26k, physical goes up to 24. Now, while we are in the rune, front bar it's 26 spell, 23k in the rune. On back bar in the rune, 29k, almost 30. And we are at 27,000 right here. Again, procs are disabled, so we're not using any type of procs. So no New Moon, no Clever Alk, none of that. No monster sets, nothing like that. Just 1 pieces and 5 pieces. I have 100% uptime with no conditions. Alright, so we're using a heavy Balorgh helmet for the weapon damage. I do recommend a tri-stat piece on this. I forgot to enchant it, and if you can make it gold, cool. We got a medium piece right here. Medium Velodreth, stacking the weapon damage. If you don't want Velodreth, you can always put like, literally put on anything else there. I don't know what I have on me. You can put 1 piece Chudan. Anything gives resistance. Doma House for max Magicka and stamina. But that can be replaced by anything. I do recommend another medium piece. We have 5 on the body that are medium, including a shoulder helm, which actually, that actually brings it to 6 pieces. Alright, so we're running Hunding's Rage. As you can kind of see, I'm kind of going through here. So we got 5-piece Hunding Rage. We are double barring this. Again, if you can, all tri-stat multi-effect enchantments on everything. If you want to stack everything, you just get more out of it. You get more HP, you get more Magicka, better survivability in my opinion. So we got 5 Hundings on right now. So I got the 3 pieces on these bottom pieces here. All in pen again, if you can. And then we got the Hunding's Rage weapon, sharp, with a weapon damage enchantment. Back bar, we're using a defending axe and a reinforced shield to stack resistances while keeping the Hunding's 4 and 5 piece to get a bigger tooltip on your vigor, your pierce armor, everything, instead of using something like Death's Wind 2-piece back bar for just a little bit of armor. I just don't think it's worth it anymore. I'd rather just get the bigger tooltips while keeping these defending and reinforced traits. We're using minor brutality. Poisons, these are awesome. It's an okay uptime. Does help with your weapon damage. It's pretty sick overall. The other set that we're using is 2-piece Oblivion's Edge. Again, Inpen, guys. A really easy dungeon to farm. So this may confuse a little bit people. I know that I was talking about how proc sets are currently disabled. Yeah, they are. So the 5-piece here, we're looking at the weapon damage. We don't care about the part where we fill Soul Gem and heal. That is disabled in Cyrodiil, but the 2 to 5 piece is still active. And what I mean by that, I mean the stats. The weapon crit, the weapon damage, stamina recovery, and 249 weapon damage. Look at the set and think of it as another Hunding's Rage, but instead of a bunch of crit, we get another line of weapon damage instead of max stam, and instead of an extra crit line, we get stamina recovery. So we still get lots of weapon damage from the set. 100% uptime. And a little bit of stamina recovery. This is also what led me to running Sugar Skulls instead of using like Dubious or Artanium for the recovery. I was like, hey, I'm going to get a little bit of recovery from this. I'm also trying Sugar Skulls, and I currently love it. And then, of course, we're running Oblivion jewelry piece. I do not recommend going infused on purple. It's a tiny difference. It's going to cost you too much, or you're going to use transmute stones for something that you're probably not going to use in the future once procs are re-enabled. If it was golden, it might be worth it, but it's also very expensive to upgrade your jewelry to gold. So I kept mine purple, but screw it. I will go robust weapon damage on all 3 of them. We got 5 Oblivions, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 5 Hundings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Both 5 pieces are active at all times. No extra procs, no messing up your rotation and accidentally procking something on the wrong bar. No, none of that. You straight up just go ham. And then you got a weapon damage bonus right here and a weapon damage bonus right here. Again, guys, all Inpen, all tri-stat enchantments if you can. If not, I would do some max stam and maybe a health enchant on a big piece so you don't lose too much HP. I would just try to get at least 27,000 because damage I feel is just overall extremely high right now. People are melting. You seriously just need survivability or some HP. Alright, now to just get to our bar setup. This is what I'm running open world. I do want to show you guys one little small change if I do change anything in this build. But we are running Camel Hunter, of course, for the minor berserk and the 100% uptime on your crit. Biting jabs, of course. We got Executioner. I went back to Biting Javelin, open world, mobility, and range CCs. Just felt so good to chase people down. And of course, we got Rally for, you know, our mainline buffs. Now, before people call me crazy, with the CP changes, Crescent Sweep is now, in my opinion, best in slot. I have hit crazy numbers, even though it's magic damage. The CP is no longer attribute specific, and what I mean by that, it's no longer like a type. It's now all AoE damage. It's now all single target damage. It's now all dot damage. It's no longer damage towards physical abilities or magical abilities. So we got 11k plus 60% more. It costs 71 procs Burning Light. It is technically undodgeable, and the AoE that pulses from it still procs Burning Light. And on top of that, it is not dodgeable while you're on your opponent. So it's going to keep ticking. It deals lots of damage, and it is hitting incredibly hard right now due to the CP changes. Best in slot ult. If you don't want to use this, you can still use Dawnbreaker. I'll go over how to use Crescent in another video soon. I'm actually going to work on right after this. Backbar is the typical backbar. We got Race Against Time. I dropped Elude because I want this major expedition on demand. When I'm chasing somebody down, I need this. I need to pop this. I'm going to B-hop towards them. I'm going to CC them with Javelin, and I'm going to just go in. While this is up, I also get another 10% critical damage, which is absolutely insane. Really, really good damage with the new CP. Like it. This build is straight up crit damage. I love it. It hits really hard. Now we have Pierce Armor. Of course, for the penetration for not just physical abilities, but for magical as well. So this affects our Crescent. It does help our Crescent. So it gives almost 9k. So let's just say it's like 8k. Let's just say 8k for now. Okay, it's pretty much 9k. Whatever. So we got 9k plus the 4,400 here that we have. 4,600, sorry. Good pen for your Crescent Sweep. Just make sure you actually use it. Make sure you put in rotation so they're getting bopped by your jabs, and you straight up just mop the floor with your Crescent Sweep. Like literally, like this destroys people. I've dueled some really good people recently, just testing it out, and people have been hit for like 25k Crescents, like on their recaps. Not like with the initial hit plus the dot. It is ridiculous. The rune, obviously for our rune buff and a little bit of extra stamina regen. Of course, we have Extended Ritual. Very important group play, very important for yourself as well. This cleanses all the bad effects. And of course, we got Vigor. Really, really nice. I wish I was in Cyrodiil to actually show you guys what it would buff up to. But on average, it is a 21k. When we're near keep, it goes up to like 26k or something like that. I can't remember exactly. We have Dawnbreaker Backbar. If you don't want this, you can always just go Spell Wall. You can go Be extremely tanky while you're casting this. Remembrance. Remembrance also gives you a lot, like 33,000 resistances while you are casting it. So that's also another ability you can use for like a, oh dang, my group's about to die or my buddy's about to die, let me cast this, let them focus me instead. Maybe he could drop an ult on me, etc. You can always go defensive ults, you can go and do if you want. I personally want Dawnbreaker of Smiting on my backbar because one, I still get the AoE CC in case I do need it, and two, the weapon damage bonus helps my resolving vigor tooltip. Okay, real quick, I made a slight mistake. Forgot to add like the minor mending, and yeah, use a max stamp to help build this up, stacking with Dawnbreaker. My bad. get a better tooltip out of vigor, please. Very important. Very important. Alright guys, so this is a shorter version of the CP. I'm probably going to show this first in the video. Just want to show you guys my first 4 slottables. And the rest of the CP can kind of spread around depending on what you want in your builds. But the important blue CP for Stamplar, in my opinion, is Fighting Finesse for crit damage. Get this before you grab Backstabber, in my opinion. This also helps your healing. Fighting Finesse is just so good. Untamed Aggression gives weapon damage that also scales. It helps your Crescent Sweep as well. I think it's nice. I'm thinking about swapping it out for Swift Renewal. Guess we'll just see in the future after I do a little bit more testing. But we currently have Fighting Finesse, Untamed Aggression. We have Backstabber, again, for more critical damage. This is a 15% crit bonus while you are flanking. Flanking is also from the side. It is not just behind them. You could kind of be to the side. That's also why Expert Hunter will proc its Minor Berserk when you're on the side, because you are quote-unquote flanking the target. So as long as you're not fighting them head on, you CC them, try to rotate behind them, bam, you get 15% extra crit damage. The last ability here, guys, is Biting Aura, or not ability, sorry, passive, is Biting Aura. Increases your damage done with area of effect attacks 2% per stage, going up to 10%, which is like having Major Berserk on almost all of Stamplar's abilities. Your Dawnbreaker, your Crescent Sweep, your jabs. It's just so strong. If you spin to win, bam, perfect right there. Biting Aura is best in slot. You really don't need anything else. It is super, super strong. The rest of the CP just kind of went through, like, definitely get Precision. If you can, get Piercing, max Piercing out. And then make sure you're definitely getting Quick Recovery. And start working towards Hardy and Elemental Aegis. Get some damage mitigation. And then, if you need more max magic skill, there you go. You can always grab that. We're using Sugar Skull, so I didn't really need it. Blessed. Make sure to get Blessed as well. Really, really good. Let's go to this next tree over here. We're going to start from the top. So the first red CP we have, guys, is Rejuvenation for 150 health, magic, and stamina recovery. Overall, really good. I love it versus some of the other passives, just because it adds straight to my sheet rather than something proccing. We do have Boundless Vitality. You could swap this out if you feel like you have too much HP in this build. I personally wanted a lot of HP because of how hard everyone hits right now. Another 1400 HP. We're using Juggernaut, so while we are under crowd control immunity, you take 10% more damage reduction. I will grab this before the other two personally. Actually, before Bastion as well. Bastion increases the effectiveness of your damage shields and damage against shield enemies by 3% per stage, which is 15% more effectiveness. So, versus Max Orcs, for example, they're the class that's really, really messing me up in Surdom right now. That and Stamina Nightblades. I'm a damage CP guy, so if I can find extra damage anywhere, I'm gonna grab it. This 15% extra damage versus those targets is really, really, really good, in my opinion. Almost like you have a shield breaker, but it's a little bit more exaggerated. It's really good. I'm choosing this over something like Strategic Reserve. This is what everyone's using right now, but I believe this is only good if you use high costing ults. Our main ult of this build is Crescent Sweep. Costs like 71 ult, something like that. Really, really cheap. Not worth in my opinion. If you don't want something like Rejuvenation, you can always go and get Bloody Renewal. You get 300 stamina per stage when you kill an enemy. So it works like Repentance. You can always go and get Survival Instincts instead while you're effective with the status effect, which is going to be almost all the time. Your core combat skills will cost a lot less. So this is like your road dodge, like block, I'm pretty sure block counts, anything like that. As long as it's not an active ability that works on a GCD. But these are the main CPs here in Green Tree. I feel like it's really irrelevant, but let's go through just what we have here. We work toward Gifted Rider. We want that 10% mount speed. Plentiful Harvest. What? Maybe extra. Extra. Yay. Double the yield from normal resource nodes. Yay. Liquid Efficiency. Very important in my opinion. And Rationer adds 30 minutes to our food. This also includes XP buffs, which is a very popular thing right now. Another one I would point out. Breakfall. Please. Please, for the love of God. Get this. I don't know how many times I fall out of the tower by accident and I die to fall damage. Please get your 35% reduced damage, guys. Please. Please. But outside of that, like that's just what I have. Testing some stuff. Like I said, I might swap out Untamed Aggression for Swift Renewal to help the Vigor and the Cleansing Ritual heal. I'm thinking about it. I don't honestly think it's really worth it, but I have been using it only because instead of using Warrior Mundus, I am using Serpent, and I just want a little bit, make up a little bit of weapon damage, you know. But you could take this down and could go into Swift Renewal, or yeah, it's just, I think that'd be the best one in my opinion. But alright guys, I think I've gone over everything in the build video. Sorry if this turns out to be like 20 minutes plus. I thought this would be fast, but I had to do multiple takes because I really messed up some of the other takes, being completely honest. I need to get back to doing this on the regular, I'm like seriously. But yep, that was the build video. I don't know what I'm probably gonna call this, like Rebirth or something, because Stamplar seems to be the meta right now with Crescent Sweep and high damage. It just hits incredibly hard. So I think overall Crescent Sweep has saved the Stamplar class. I feel like it might get nerfed eventually. It's really strong though. I don't think it should get nerfed though, because it is an ultimate. But anyways, yeah, this is my little Rebirth build, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Stamplar has made a very strong comeback. Power the Light still sucks. In order to Power the Light to hit really hard, guys, use Crescent Sweep with it, please. You'll hit the easy bonuses like easily, or the max cap, whatever, dude. Y'all know what I mean, man. Hopefully, if y'all been watching my videos, I explain everything all the time, and I need to stop. I'll just talk to y'all in the comments, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much if I made it this far. You guys are sexy. I love y'all. I will see y'all on Twitch and on future build videos. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Zelly out.